Well, it's nice to see that some of my colleagues on the other side could make it today. I don't know if that means that there weren't enough seats in the courtroom in New York, but I know that the Oversight Committee canceled a hearing that was supposed to happen right now on this matter so that they could be at the president's trial. I know some members will miss this vote because they want to be at the president's trial, and I don't think that anything could animate the phrase "do nothing Congress" more than missing votes and canceling hearings to go up and be a spectator at your cult leader's trial. That is the definition of do nothing Congress.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. Representative Eric Swalwell's frustration boiled over as he addressed his Republican counterparts who had conveniently found time to attend Donald Trump's trial instead of fulfilling their duties in Congress.
So we're here to have his back, we're here to defend him, and to tell the truth about this travesty of justice, this political persecution, this election interference, this rigging of elections, this collusion between the Department of Injustice and these crooked courts in New York City.
This is about you all not accepting the outcome of the 2020 election. You rooted on the rioters as they sought to attack the Capitol on January 6th. If that wasn't enough, you all went back to the floor and relitigated the issues that brought the rioters to the Capitol just 8 hours later. Many of you go and visit the convicted criminals who assaulted the police officer at their jail cells. And during Police Week, as a bunch of officers yesterday testified in the Homeland Security hearing that those officers are heroes and those rioters are criminals, you call them hostages.
This wasn't just a one-time occurrence. It's part of a pattern of obstructionism that has plagued Capitol Hill. Despite being elected to serve the American people, these GOP lawmakers seem more interested in pledging allegiance to their cult leader than actually getting things done. Outside the Manhattan courthouse, a circus of sorts unfolded as Republican lawmakers like Lauren Boebert, Andy Biggs, and others rallied in support of Donald Trump during his hush money trial.
So much. And I want all of the news to start asking the question, what is the crime? Because everyone in this court has not been informed of what the crime is. The defendant does not know the crime that was committed.
Boebert, faced with chants of Beetlejuice, struggled to raise her voice over the distractions, despite having a microphone in front of her mangy pie hole. House Speaker Mike Johnson made his visit too, all while claiming to uphold the teachings of Jesus Christ, while throwing his weight behind a man mired in scandals of infidelity, adultery, and hush money payments to a porn star. But let's call it like it is. They're not there out of some sense of duty or principle. Nah, they're just hoping to score points with Trump, maybe even land a spot on his ticket as a potential VP candidate. It's all about self-interest for them, not about standing up for what's right. And let's not forget about Trump himself. He's under a gag order, getting slapped with fines for breaking the rules, yet he's still pulling the strings, getting his minions to spread his nonsense for him. It's like a bad movie, except in real life. These guys are willing to sell out their integrity just to suck up to Trump. It's a sorry state of affairs, but it just goes to show you what happens when you put blind loyalty above everything else. Eric Swalwell hit the nail on the head with his criticism of House Republicans ditching their responsibilities to attend Trump's trial. Their behavior is not just disappointing, it's downright unacceptable.
So this is entirely about not accepting the outcome of the January 6th vote here, rooting on the rioters, and doing everything you can to try and affect the outcome of the upcoming election.
Swalwell's frustration is justified. These lawmakers are part of the least productive Congress since the Great Depression, and they can't even blame a depression for their do-nothing agenda this time around. Instead, they're serving as mouthpieces for Donald Trump, pushing his authoritarian agenda and undermining democracy at every turn. Their antics are not just a minor inconvenience. They're a direct attack on the foundations of our democracy. These extremists are so out of touch with everyday Americans that they're willing to abandon their duties and obstruct any progress for the sake of their own political gain. It's time for these lawmakers to remember who they were elected to serve, the American people, not through the whims of the disgraced, twice impeached ex-president. Swalwell's words ring true. Republicans should put their needs of the country over the allegiance to Donald Trump's dictatorship. Anything less is a betrayal of the very principles our democracy stands for. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.